Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Jim Beam choice. The Jim Beam choice was introduced, I don't know when. It could have been in the 1800s for all I know. I mean, I'm finding old ads. I bought this in Frankfort, Kentucky at Red Dot Liquors on US Highway 127 northbound. It's in that little strip mall. You'll see it over there if you go in there. Shouldn't be too hard to find. But you can't find this. They had 2 bottles left. And the guys in the store said they never heard of it. The Beam company, Beam-Suntory, I wrote them an email and they told me this is going away. It will not be available after 2017, and it may not be available as of June 2017. It's going away that fast. $14.99 for a 750 milliliter bottle. Wow. Whoa. This thing here doesn't want to. They don't want you to open. They want you to collect it. Well, it's a metal shroud here, you see. It's not just paper, so alright, so unlike the regular Jim Beam, which is aged 4 years, this is aged 5 years in the new charcoal, charred oak barrels, white oak. And then it's charcoal filtered after the aging, unlike the Jack Daniels, which is charcoal mellowed, as they call it, before the barrel aging. Now, which is better? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a whiskey expert. I'm just a drinker, a bourbon whiskey expert. Beam, they claimed this is better, to do it after. They're saying, of course, no, it's better before. Whatever. Well, Jack Daniels still going strong. Not exactly the green label. That's probably not going to be around much longer either, from what they were telling me at the distillery. This is going away in 2017. So here we go. I'm trying it. Are there other video reviews? I really don't know. I didn't check. I didn't think about checking that. I should have, but there may be. Looks like Jim Beam, right? Maybe a shade darker. Maybe. And in part 1, I talked about sort of the whatever little history I could cobble together. Alcohol eggs. Sweet. So 5 years, 72 months aged in those barrels. Sweet. Wood, vanilla. They don't talk about this on their website anymore. It's been scratched from, scrubbed from the website. So as far as the current portfolio, this is no longer part of it. It's gone. It's dead. Which is a shame, but things have their day and then they go away. The Evan Williams green label, charcoal filtered. Like to check that out. Don't know anything about this one, except the label's green, and it's 80 proof. The regular Evan Williams is what, 83 proof? 84 proof? Something like that. 86 proof? Yeah, 86 proof. It's higher than your regular bourbons. And then the Jack Daniels green. I know something about this one. It's now 80 proof, and it's only available in 5 states. And they were a heck of a job to get them. Not the Evan Williams green. That's sold right there at Winn-Dixie. Although I bought this one in Kentucky, but it's sold at Winn-Dixie. But this was a nightmare to get. This one was even more of a nightmare. This is mellow. There's some candle wax in it, in the aroma, and wood and some floral notes like dried flowers. These bourbons that I've noticed with these exercises, they have some commonalities. But boy, I think it's a little, I don't know, it seems like it's a little nicer than the Jim Beam. And I like Jim Beam. My daughter says she thinks it's not that good. I like it, okay? I mean, I'll admit it. pleasing aroma, nice appearance, and the taste. Ooh, I need to let Jerry next door try this one. Oh, mama. I mean, I don't get it, really. How you would take something that was so classic 45, 50 years ago with collectible bottles, a multitude, a myriad of collectible bottles each year, and all these expensive packages, and a more expensive distilling process, an aging process with the charcoal filtering, and then you just let it die. I don't understand. It's like, well, this one's a little bit better than the regular one, but we're going to get rid of it. Well, that might be why they're getting rid of it. Just because you have a flagship, and maybe there's a, why do you want to undermine the flagship? Because like they were telling me in Texas, this is a big deal. And I noticed that. And Jack Daniel, you know, the Jack Daniel's green label in Texas is like the Jack Daniels that everybody drinks. But maybe the company's thinking, you know, Brown-Forman might be thinking, that's sort of like the inferior one, and they want this. You know, so I don't know. I don't know all the marketing and the logic behind it, but the smoothness is incredible. Honestly, I would have loved to try the 90 proof, the old 86 proof, the 8-year age, and the 6-year. Those have been going. There's just the 5-year age. Seems like that extra year makes a difference, and that charcoal filtering makes a difference. I know back in the mid 90s, Old English 800 malt liquor was charcoal filtered. They would tout that on the can and the bottle labels. Charcoal filter, like to let you know. And honestly, it seems like it was better back then when it was charcoal filtered. I know Miller took it over and they probably said, forget that. But there was just something, like some little extra thing that I can't put my nose and tongue on, but there was something about the charcoal filtering that made the Old English sort of stand out. And it makes this stand out, but I know I need to do a side by side. Boy, there's candy sugar here. It is sugary, but it's not overly sweet or like cloying or disgusting. There's a burn, right? You know, 80 proof. What do you expect? But it's imagine what the 90 proof would do. But it's almost like you can't believe that they would have just let this go to the point now they're killing it off. But you know, that happened in the world of beer, wine, I guess. But in beer, you know, like some of these companies let their brands that were better than the regular brand, and that might be what's behind it, like the Michelob Dark. You know, the Pabst Bock. They might have said, we don't want something better competing with our flagship, like this. Yeah. You know, this was like a serious item 20 years ago. The Michelob Dark, classic dark. And it was dark. It was like, you know, kind of like craft beer from a macro, and I don't know, and I don't get it, and I can't figure it out. But there's still beer in those 2 bottles. I've never cracked them open. Oh man, this is just dynamite. I mean dynamite. I've had a good number of bourbons now, but I would put this toe-to-toe with any of those other ones. I'm not going to name the names because then people will start stunting, and I don't want to have to hear all that. But, you know, and people are defensive about various brands or whatever. But am I glad I bought it? Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm glad I bought it. I'll never see it again, right? This was like, it's now or never, literally like the song, now or never. I'm buying this for $14.99 or I will never see it again. There's a char. You notice I didn't talk about the evergreen, you know, the greenwood or the moss that you get so much in the Jim Beam. It's there, but it's not in the forefront. It's in the back note. The mouthfeel is medium, smooth. It's kind of a lingering finish, a little bit of a lingering finish. Well, this is just literally, I almost don't have words. Not to say, oh, you know, what are you saying? It's the greatest thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I can't believe, A, that I found it. Because I really thought, there's no way. That's it. I'm not going to find it. Secondly, I didn't think it would be this good. I thought it would be, you know, like marginally better than Jim Beam. To me, I think it's way better than regular Jim Beam. But a side by side, or a couple of them, will clarify that. I could be just totally off the wall with it and just being impressed by the label and the history of it. But I don't think so. I think that the 5 years in the charcoal filter is making a major difference. But anyway, I'm so glad I got this. I'm so glad I got this. And then I'm glad I bought the Evan Williams green label. Yeah, label. There's a lot of things about drinking. No, you could almost make like a separate channel, just green label bourbon or something. Bourbon / Tennessee whiskey, whatever. Thank you for watching this video production. Exciting. I mean exciting.